Hello, my name's Jason, and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Well, actually, I'm not painting in this video. This is an introduction video for my painting series using watercolours and gouache. So, why are you using watercolours, you may ask? Well, there's quite a lot of benefits to use watercolours, and one of them is this little set that I've got here is what I use to paint out and about and in the studio. Here it all is in this little box, and I also use a little cup of water, and amazingly I use this. It's actually a paint brush cleaner, I think, for normal brushes, but it's got like two sections, so I can put a bit of water in each, and it's been really useful because you can put it on the floor and it doesn't blow away. I got that from a DIY store, and I've been using that, and I'm quite happy with it. I even use it inside as well. Works perfect. So yeah, so I have my little water thing which I have water in each side, and then this is the brushes that I use at the moment. I use one bigger one as well sometimes. I have a few brushes in this pencil case, and sometimes I use this big one, but mostly I use these three. These two are the same pretty much, except one's clear. This is... oops. I knew I'd drop everything as soon as I start recording. So yeah, these are the two that I use the most, and they're only cheapo brushes. Daler Rowney flat wash brush, graduate brush half, and this one is a number 4. It's also a flat, and I tend to use this one the most, and then use the corners to do smaller bits, and then when I want a bit more control, bit of detail, then I use that corner of this little brush, and that's all I really need. At the moment I don't tend to need any other brushes. I've got this brush here, but I've never used it. I've always used those two. So let me show you what I've got in here in this. These are pan watercolours. It's actually a Cotman set. Came Winsor & Newton one, and I was umming and ahhing on which one to get, and this one I noticed had a few tubes and a few pans, and then I've got a bit of space here which I blobbed some white gouache, which is this designer gouache, and then I put some black as well there. So when I start the picture, say like this, and I would, like this one, I just blocked it in yellow. You see this yellow undertone on the paper, which I should say this is a sketchbook, and at the moment I've started using, I'll let you know what brand of sketchbook it is. What brand it is? It is a... I'll show you. Sea White, a Brighton sketchbook. It's actually not a sketchbook. It's a scrapbook, and but it's perfect for me because it's that brown colour, which I like using, and I've got a few of these books now ready to go, and I find them perfect, to be honest. They don't cockle that much because it's quite a thick card, and yeah, I just really like it. I like using the brown, and it doesn't matter too much if you use white paper or brown paper, but for me I prefer brown because it doesn't glare back at me when I'm out and about, and I'm kind of used to using a brown colour from oil painting because I would tone a canvas to a brown or something to get started, so it works quite well. Anyway, in future episodes I'll be showing the whole process. This is just an introduction of the equipment that I'm using. So yeah, let's go back to what the watercolours are. So watercolours are these watercolour pans. They're like compressed watercolour, and I actually like them. I know some artists say they don't like these pans because you've got to really dig into them to get the paint out, but I find they last a long time. With the tubes like these, and say you blob your paint into the pan, I find you use the paint quicker. And me being quite frugal and a bit of a cheapskate, I don't want to spend all my money on tubes of paint, but these pans last ages. I mean, I've done quite a few pictures with this set already, and I've only used little bits. So what's this white gouache all about? What is this stuff? White gouache? Never heard of it. Well, it's brilliant. You can mix this with your watercolours to make a opaque colour. So using like this, using this painting as an example, this yellow in this paint that's creating that nice light, that's white gouache with a little bit of yellow watercolour, and it's creating that opaqueness. So you can build up paintings like this, starting really thin like this background, and then getting thicker and thicker like on these people, almost like an oil painting on the people. And that's what I really like about gouache and watercolour, because you can do so much with it. It's so open to your painting interpretation. I'm really enjoying it, actually. And what I like about the mobility factor, now this is another thing that's amazing. The mobility factor is these paints, the watercolours and the gouache, reactivate with water. So when you're out and about and you're painting something, like I was, say when I was painting, well, there's one that never happened. There's one that I just couldn't. I sort of captured that flower there, but the rest looks a bit rubbish. But say you're out and about and you've got this nice landscape ahead of you. It's a hot day, which is what this was, a hot day, and you're out painting and you're trying to get the light and all these colours mixed, and your palette of acrylics are drying out solid because it's hot. Where gouache, it dries out, oh well, spray it a little bit of water and then it's back again and you can use it again. Or dip your brush in water and splodge it on and you can use it again. So it's really great for outdoor painting, and I didn't realise how useful gouache is until I watched a video actually by Nathan Fowkes, and that changed my whole perception of painting outdoors, because I had quite a few nightmares outdoor painting with oils and carrying heavy easels. Oh, it makes me sigh just thinking about it, and carrying canvases and smudging the canvas on the way back and things like that. Having a bit of a nightmare. Where with this, use your sketchbook, it's dry, close your sketchbook, finished, and you're away. You can go home, no problems. So I hope that answers questions, because I think there will be questions when you see my other videos, and maybe this will help. Just as a side note, you can get designer gouache in tubes as well, all different colours, and I do have them in this pencil case, and every now and then I'll chuck some out because I want a thicker colour. Like I said, you can use them like oils, so if I blob a bit of this out, then I can just thickly paint on top of what I've got when the underneath is dry. So yeah, another benefit. So many benefits. And also for something a little bit more detailed, another thing, I mean, I never thought I could paint something quite detailed with watercolour and gouache. I didn't realise once you get used to the medium you can really express yourself with self-portraits like this. And I'm still experimenting with this medium, but I think I've got to a level that I'm comfortable to teach paintings and I can learn more on the way. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you in another video where I'm actually doing a painting and walking you through it a bit more. But yeah, well, just show you this for one sec. This palette can be doubled up by taking this piece out, so now my palette is double the size. Isn't this fantastic? Because when I first started I was using the small one with a little bit here and then a little bit there to mix my colours, and I found it wasn't big enough. So this Winsor & Newton one is brilliant for me. So yeah, there are other palettes out there, other brands and stuff. Winsor & Newton's just the easiest one that I can get, and it's always good quality for artists, so that's one I get. It's a shame they don't sponsor me millions of pounds for saying that. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in another one. Cheers, bye.